right, welcome back. I just found a good time to take a quick break out of farming for festival monsters, which I swapped over, so we're back off my tablet. I moved it on to getting onto the PC here, so I'm on the emulator, and we'll double check everything just to make sure. But yeah, so I just got done doing the other recording for that video for my proof of concept. So I encourage you guys go watch festival my festival advice video if you're curious on how festivals kind of like my advice going through them, and then watch my proof of concept video that I uploaded. They show you everything that you need to know. And here are all the friend requests coming in from being number one on the leaderboard. I'm going to show it off here. I'm on Leon87. There's my tickets, and there I am two ahead. So once again, you know, everything works on there. You just got to be willing to put the time in. And I'm going to reiterate that so many times, man. But here we are once again. So let's get this stuff out of here. And I think I said it in that video, I can't remember, but this is all free to play. And I actually have the sound effects in, and hold on, let me get rid of those because that's going to be loud and annoying. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I've literally followed let's just accept these guys and send all. I've literally done nothing different than what I tell you in each of those videos. So kind of going to be talking about that going forward, but we'll also get through these dailies as fast as possible because I want to maintain my lead. One of the other things about that is if I'm actually going to compete on there, what's going to bite me in the ass, so to speak, is sleeping. So I want to make sure I have at least a 2 to 3 Astromon lead before I go to bed. This way, when I wake up, I don't have that many to catch up. And that's been one of the ways in the past I've been able to know people are cheating. 2 years ago, and it's still probably used, but 2 years ago there was a there was a bot, and it might still be out, it might still be updated, but there was a bot somebody had created that people were using very widespread, and it didn't become apparent to you unless you were doing the capture festivals. People were just leaving their computers on emulators for 24 hours, and unfortunately you were subject to you were always going to lose against them. And it honestly, it sucked, and it sucked for people like me who don't use that, right? Yes, I'm recording videos on the emulator, but like in my proof video that I uploaded, you know, I'm on my tablet, so and that's how I've mainly played the game, is off my tablet. I've not done the emulator, so it sucked for someone like me because I've got to go to sleep. Well, in the 8 hours that I sleep, you know, it's more like 5, but, you know, 3 hours worth of rolling around and hesitating to get up. You guys know what I mean. It turns into, you know, you get so far behind because that's 8 hours that they let their computer run, and they caught so many Astromon that there was no way you could catch up. And I dealt with that for the past 2 years, and that's the one thing I will say, you know, 433, I will give them credit, is they've cracked down very easily on that. And whether or not how they kind of figured it out, I don't know what they did. But they actually, what's funny enough, they've added a feature that bot could do. Our selling gems feature has been something the community has asked for a long time, right? That's been tedious. Something that bot could do was sell your gems for you. It had a way to, you had an option in it, I believe, that could sell your gems. And so all of a sudden, you know, about the time they started cracking down on this, we got a little check mark now in our auto battles that said sell your gems. So that was a little too coincidental for me. But going back to farming, like I said, to the festival idea, is that I learned very quickly who was cheating on the leaderboard and who wasn't. And partly the other thing about the leaderboard, and I said it in that video and I'll say it here, the rewards for getting number 1 on the leaderboard, besides bragging rights, those 20 tickets are useless, man. For the amount of gems you'll spend on energy, for the amount of chips that you will use to maintain being first on the leaderboard, and that's still competing with people who are using bots, mind you, it's just absurd. When I got first last February, I used over 430 Astro chips to maintain first, and I had a comfortable lead. I was 47 Astromon ahead, and eventually they caught up to me. They got within 10 Astromon, but they never beat me. But the thing is for the 400, and I had saved those up, mind you, that was not bought. So those 430 chips to catch those Astromon, I was all of a sudden now at 0, and I got 20 extra tickets, and I didn't get anything extra out of it. You know, once again, when you insert the tickets at the end of the festival, it's just like rolling the dice on summoning a 5-star Astromon. You're just not gonna get like what you want, which is, you know, the sad part about this. So it is what it is, but at the same time, I don't know. For a game that rewards you for your time, you're not. I didn't feel very rewarded for 20 extra tickets because I didn't get anything out of them. You know, I still had the same chance as everybody else, and while that's fine, it's still, though, if I'm going to actually make the attempt to be number 1 on the leaderboard, I kind of feel like I'm going to be rewarded, especially when I have to deal with people who are cheating. I think that's more of the kick to the pants than anything, is you work that hard too to beat those guys who are cheating. And again, me going to sleep and still waking up and still being ahead of somebody who I know is cheating and is on the game 24/7. It was kind of just, like I said, a kick to the pants to not be rewarded. So it is what it is, but we kind of move on from that, and they have, like I said, cracked down on the bots. They really have, and I have to give it to 433 for that. But and it's made it. I think it's given it a little bit more diverse for the Capture Festival specifically. Because to me, the Capture Festival is fun. That's really what I like the game for. I've mentioned this before. As game design, that is a really good game design choice, is getting things that you can't necessarily hatch or capture out in the world and making them limited to, you know, the monthly Capture Festival is actually a really good idea. If you break it down, it's unique, it's different. No other game, mobile game specifically, does that. The only thing that sucks is, you know, when you get to my account time, which is 4 years at this point, you're kind of tired of seeing the same old Astromon over and over again. That's just the unfortunate part. I'm going to re-roll these. We're going to get we'll get some easier ones so I can get these done. I'm not necessarily in a rush, but I am losing time on the farming, so I want to get the dailies done, so then we can kind of get back to farming a little bit, because I do want to maintain my lead just for a little bit longer. And so once we get these done, we can pop off and I can get back to farming. And that looks about to be everything. Let's go back. This is also the fun part to me a little bit, is you kind of come back and you go, all right, did that guy capture 1 or 2? Did they catch me a little bit? And nope, I've still maintained my 2 leads. So we are good. We'll get these going and I will get back to farming. So thanks for watching, and these videos, just because the festival's going on, obviously I'm not going to stop these videos. I'll update you, and if you're playing the game, you guys see me on there, so go ahead. I have 50 friends, but you can click on me and request. I can't click on myself right now, but y'all can see me on there. But have a good this is Saturday, is that what today is? Have a good weekend, and I will see you in the next daily video.